Hey, 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 fans of the Weber Nets. Welcome to Tuesday. Oh, wait, it's
It's Sunday,
Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday.
Welcome to a special edition of Rubber City Poker. It is Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. here in the Eastern Time Zone. We are so excited today, as you can hear all this chatter going on in the background.
Few
we've
hands
got
back there.
we've got a whole room full of ladies playing a single table sit and go tournament tonight. Trevor, what do you think about that?
Well, it's definitely a different format for us. We know we've been playing cash every week. We played Omaha once, but Hold'em won 2 games for other than that. Today is a sit and go, $100 buy-in sit and go. As we said, all ladies. As you can see in the top of our screen there, I guess we're going this way.
This
Boom,
way.
there it is.
This way.
Yes. So we have a room full of ladies. Someone reached out to us and said, "Hey, I got a great group of girls that want to come play on your table." We said, "Sounds great." So here they are, ready to play. We have a field of 10 women. Sorry,
10
I keep
women.
Saying, sorry, I do apologize. 10 women at the table, vying for that first place prize.
And I'll tell you what, Trevor, there's going to be a lot of talk. There's going to be a lot of excitement because I know a lot of these players. I played poker with them. This is a wild, wild bunch. If you think that some of our cash games have been kind of low profile from the players and not enough talk, you're going to get an earful today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we even need us back here. I mean, we're gonna dissect some hands, some stuff like that. But I think they're gonna apply an appropriate amount of chatter for everyone. So it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. It looks like they're getting ready to deal out soon. So we're going to move on to the table and introduce our ladies.
Sounds good to me. Okie dokie. In seat 1, in the stripes, we have Julie. And Julie's favorite game is Hold'em, as is most people's favorite game is Hold'em. And she's a computer programmer. She's been playing poker since 2004. Seat 2 is Danielle. Danielle is a student aide with a nice smile there, and she's been playing poker for about 4 years. Seat 3 is Jen. Jen's favorite game is Triple Draw. Sounds like she likes to go to the casino every now and again. She's a lawyer, and she's been playing poker for 15 years. Next to her in the red hair is Cheryl. Cheryl's passing out hugs, and she's hoping to be taking some chips. She is a compensation manager in HR, and she's been playing poker for about 12 years. Next to her is Veronica. Veronica's a bank manager. Favorite game is also Hold'em. She's been playing poker for about 5 years. Next to her is Chaz. Chaz is a police dispatcher, and she's been playing poker for 13 years, and she looks like a real card. Next to her is Tracy. Tracy's favorite game is also Hold'em, and she's a property manager, and she's here to win all the money. She's been playing poker for about 8 years. Next to her is Missy. Missy actually was the one that came to us and said, "Hey, let's get a game going with all women," and we said, "Absolutely." She's in customer service, and she's been playing since high school. So Dan, what do you think?
I think
About 4 or 5 years for her? Just out of high school?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one. Even
Next
though
to-
I said I would, I wasn't going to touch that one.
Next to her in the backwards cap is Nicole. She's an administrative assistant. She tells me she's been playing poker for 2 days, so I think that might be a bluff, but we'll have to find out. And sitting in seat 10 is Megan. Her favorite game is, as she puts it, low in the hole. I know it as low hole. It's a 7-card variation, but she's a manufacturing machinist for GM. She says she's been playing since forever, so basically infinity.
And Murder Rick is not in the house today.
Murder Rick is not here. He is not in a wig, and he will not be playing tonight. I'm sure we'll see him sometime
These ladies
soon.
have brought their own dealer, and I think he just took his seat, and he's getting ready to deal out the cards. So let's shuffle up and deal, folks, and let's start this tournament.
I'm ready to get it going. And as you can see, our blind structure is up in the top right-hand corner of the screen there, so you'll be able to keep track of when the blinds go up and how much time is left on each blind level.
Don't forget, grade A payday meow.
And the sound of that horn means that it's time to go.
Nope. You're so good you don't need them.
Also, these women, because they are complete degenerates, are going to be playing they have some side action. So you can see little blue chips next to their stacks. They're playing props. So each person has picked a singular card. If that card comes up on the flop, everyone owes them $1. So it's added a little something extra to the game, which should be fun.
If Missy's in, I'm in.
So we're going to let everyone get comfortable at the table here. It looks like, just look at the hands that are out there right now. Veronica's got some pocket fours.
Yeah,
Missy.
Veronica opened. It looks like she had what, 5 colors, 6 colors
Yeah,
behind
she
her.
raised 150 with her fours. 1, 2, 3. It's like 4 callers. 5 callers.
700.
Re-raise.
Do we have a flop? Did we miss the
No,
flop?
no, no. There was a re-raise on the 150 bet.
Oh wow. So it went limp re-raise. Wow.
Yeah.
Calls.
So it's like Jen's defending from the big blind there with the Jack Deuce suited.
Sure, with her 9-10 suited connectors. There we go. I thought it was Megan that did the re-raise. We're catching up here with our chip counter card program.
I think there actually is a flop.
No. Oh.
There it is. That I was wondering why there was such big bets going on there. I do like big bets, and I cannot lie, but I assumed that there was some sort of
What a great
flop
day to
action.
say that.
But this is actually an amazing flop because we know one person flopped the set of fours,
And then we have an
and
open-ended straight draw.
Cheryl's up and down with the 9-10.
I can't believe that she said that. I know.
I don't think Chaz still. Yeah, Chaz also been open up and down, but I don't think she has cards any longer.
We're getting it all sorted out.
Someone's a great whistler out there. What's up, chat? Glad to see a lot of you guys back, and ladies, if you are a female out there, thank you for hanging out and keeping up with our little bit of goofy technology issue right here. As you can hear, they're recounting the action to make sure that the computer knows exactly what's happening. I'd like to thank B Million.
So Jen calls defends with the jack.
Bink ball.
Top pair.
That makes more sense. I was trying to figure out why she would call a 3-bet with Jack
Set
Deuce.
of fours bets out 2,000.
Set of fours is gonna
come
be
along.
really upset if
Cheryl
the
just
board doesn't
limps.
pair here.
And a 6. Straight's gonna take it. Straight's gonna lead out.
3,500.
3,500.
This is a pretty juicy board by this point. I think you have to assume your opponent has 9-10
Veronica
at this
flats
point.
it though. Veronica flats the call.
And Veronica is just ticked after the first hand. Big pot to Cheryl.
Each player started out with 10,000 in chips this evening or this afternoon.
You know what they say? You can't win them all if you don't win the first.
That's right.
So Cheryl is on pace to win every single hand. So as we go today, like I said, we will be interviewing bust out players.
You guys played I'm like, ooh, this could have been like an all-in.
So if you have any questions you want us to ask the bust out players, put them in chat. I'll try to keep a little log of them, and I'll ask them once they get into the booth with me.
You're pretty good at keeping the little logs.
Little logs.
Logbooks.
Logbooks, yes. On legal pad.
So yeah, we are going to have a conversation with each of the players that bust out. This, folks, this is going to be a real aggressive game. Most of these players bet pots hard. They are playing to collect chips.
Yeah.
Hard and fast.
Well, I think it's more than just winning. It's like annihilating your opponent.
Right.
Like sure, winning money is great, but it's all about just making your opponents just weep, and that's their goal.
Tracy and Megan are both flat with Jack 10. Julie with a suited ace raises out to 275. Cheryl with ace king suited. Just flat.
What do I owe, sir?
Whoa, 2.25.
Oh, that's nothing.
Sweet.
I think those are going to be kind of some of the comments we're going to hear as the day goes on. All that's nothing. I'm in there. In there like swimwear, right, Bob? How did the Deuce 4 get in there? What is going on?
Queen of clubs.
So,
Damn it, I wondered if you were...
oh, somebody just won their prop. I heard Queen Clubs yell out.
And Julie's got 200 draw. She bets 1,300.
So Julie actually was the one that opened the pot pre-flop, and now she comes out blasting over the pot.
And pair fours is flatting the bet. I love it.
I want her to be my lawyer. If she feels like she can win hands like this, then I think she can get me out of any sort of trouble.
Julie has a couple outs.
Action on Jen.
And Jen is still in the lead.
Check, check.
And Jen is going to get the check.
Wow, Jen is just straight soul reading.
Pair of fours.
Oh.
Soul reads
Whoa.
to the max.
Who gets the bucks? Jen? Jen and Jules. One each.
Well, at least Julie lost the pot, but at least she wins a prop.
No, one.
Yeah, I think she's real happy about winning the prop bet
Oh,
there.
that was from her too.
That was from both of them. Okay, go back. That was from both. There are 10, 8, 7 up.
Yep, I got it.
Jules got
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you're not getting each other's.
Well,
This is gonna be fun. If our first two hands are any indication of what we have in store, this tournament might be over
I'm
in,
wondering,
in 38
like,
minutes.
I'm like, what are we going to do for the next 3 hours? This thing's going to end in an
But
hour.
either way, I'm already thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, it should be.
I can tell.
You should make 8 on a single.
yeah,
prop.
except we were one.
I know.
Bobby,
we were
I
one.
don't. I can't read what you're saying in chat because I just don't know if I have that ability to do that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I like that last hand, but
It's like you don't play anymore.
I know. Trying to avoid all you ladies.
I guess there was a quiet moment for a second. I was making sure everyone's at a pulse.
How dare you?
And we're on hand number 3.
Number 3. Let's see if someone goes bust.
Tracy, actions on Tracy.
Action is on Tracy.
From this angle, you can see one of our other commentators, Paul Boston, is rocking the tablet today, helping out wherever he can.
Wait for him to take the other ones before you do it.
Not a lot of hands going on there.
That hasn't stopped him before.
This is true.
Is that a walk? Are we just gonna walk there? I did not think that was possible.
You should have seen my
Who
cards.
got a walk?
Oh,
I
you
got a
did.
quarter. I
got
want
a
Wow.
a quarter from her.
I would have played. Damn
Working
it.
my way back.
A little bit of anger there that some got away with a walk.
Second hand too, but I folded.
Brian Posse, that is 1972. Don't hold back. That's where the
No, I'm not.
that's where the chat is for. You let it rip.
We take all your chips, then we give you a nickel back.
Posse, 1972.
I'm sorry. Here you go.
Right, it was a quarter.
2,500 on the river and then
35.
35 on the river.
25.
Clear out the last hand, guys.
Yep.
You can do it.
Next
I
hand.
think 8-3 is from the last hand.
On Tracy.
Next hand.
Toby, do you have something to say?
Edge of your seat excitement.
I know.
Whoa.
This is nuts.
Toby, settle down, boy.
You don't have good cards to play.
All right, let's get them cards read. There we go.
If I started a MySpace account, Toby would be in my top 8 for sure.
Let's get cards read there from Megan, please. And Veronica.
Nope.
Love it.
Wrong four.
Attention, Megan's cards. We'd like to see you.
200 is the bet. Call. Fold.
I'll play for two.
Call. Jen.
Shez has a 4. That's all I'm really seeing that
That's all we
makes
really know.
any bit of sense right now. 5-3 would be a good hand. Just saying.
It could be out there.
It very well
There's
could
a king. There's 5-6. We're good now.
be. Looking
200 is the
good.
bet.
Look at that mustache. I'm talking about Paul.
Call.
Call.
Heads up.
And king high, Veronica. Just gonna get the check mark here.
12.25 is the bet.
Megan bets out. 12.25.
What?
Just meeting Megan when she first got here, I had a certain hunch that she might be pretty aggressive.
Oh, the king folds.
Well, I think Veronica's probably a little gun shy.
Oh,
And you flop the set on the first hand. You're just like, oh, can I really call in this spot? I don't want to be the first one out by any means.
See, Miss, it works when you play I play.
Yeah, but I didn't hit any of my cards.
But it didn't work for you. It worked
Right.
for me.
Right.
Well, then you called me.
That was definitely an under the radar joke.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just making a comment on Paul's mustache.
You know I'm a Nazi.
Paul's mustache has a tell.
Yeah, but he said wants to get her every once in a while.
Yeah,
That
that's
he
been
might,
known.
you might have got.
Tell you to stop looking at it. Ladies game.
I
Under
think,
the
we
gun
should, I
is-
think we should be playing that ladies' night song like the whole time. Because it's ladies' night and I feel alright. Some will play super tight, some won't even
Do you
give.
think it's ironic that
Jen, call.
Megan is? I think it's Megan. She's sitting in Murder Rick's seat.
Do you think they have similar tendencies?
I just wonder if there's like,
Some-
yeah,
something to do with that seat?
yeah.
That
I
is,
think it's that seat.
has special powers.
5 players.
I don't know if she's killed anyone.
We don't know this for sure. We can only speculate that she has not.
5 to the flop.
Missy had the only ace out there and folded it.
Danielle's got the pretty darn good flush draw.
Bet.
Under the gun and all.
Danielle, call.
Chaz with the gutter ball. Julie with second pair.
Chaz calls one.
Jazz makes the call.
Chaz like,
Tracy's
I'll draw
out.
that 6.
3 players.
Can't wait till we get some action in this game.
I know, so boring.
There's a 4.
Doesn't really help anybody.
Check around.
Makes Julie's hand a little bit stronger.
You might want to go to the bathroom.
Check. Showdown.
Julie's 6 is gonna be
Julie's,
good.
yeah, she's gonna
Fours.
ship the sugar.
Pair of 6s.
And Danielle's like, come on, 2 shots at a heart. Where was it at?
Do you remember who led flop there?
I'm on full boil right now.
Dude, I can't remember.
Oh, boo.
Sorry for the pause and commentary.
Let's keep talking about it.
B Million just destroying chat right now. This is ridiculous.
It's like we're crushing another minute and a half on our first blind level.
I think they're crushing beers right now, to be honest with you.
We'll find some designated drivers at the end of this afternoon.
Yeah, starting stack was 10K. So there's 100,000 chips in play before chip ups.
He said, yeah, pissy. No, I think you had his name right.
Yeah.
Action's on Nicole. 3-6 off. Megan 10-4 hearts.
She says later, Tater.
Julie.
150.
Jack 10 suited. 150 bet.
Danielle folds. Jen calls.
Jen calls.
Jen actually has a good hand.
Pocket 8s. Veronica Jack 9.
I think Chaz is going to see a
Diamonds.
flop, a couple of deuces.
Calls.
Tracy folds the King 6.
Know what's interesting though? There's no tanking. It's just
It's just action.
cards are folded or the money's going in, just wasting zero time.
I don't need to think.
I need my wife to hang out with these ladies so I can help her decide where to go to dinner at.
Julie's 10 is tops.
How nice is it when you raise pre-flop and use flop top pair? Feels awesome.
Wait till the end of the end.
I know my
5 and a quarter, 550.
Fold.
I want a prop bet.
Every time I lean away from the mic, I feel like the chocolate rain guy.
You guys fold to Julie?
Chocolate rain.
Winner.
Hey up, ladies! Hey.
Julie takes it down and
They're
prop
kind
bet.
of violent with their chip tosses. Someone's gonna catch one in the eye.
Our blinds are up to 5,100. We're on level 2. Wow, what an exciting first level.
Watch your language.
Not quite what I expected. I mean, everyone kind of warned me, like, these women, they are aggressive. They play to kill.
Right. And,
But-
and I agree with you. You will hardly see any of these ladies go to the tank at all. If anyone goes, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Wait a minute, ladies, we're talking.
Ladies, I'm talking.
Excuse
I'll
us.
wait. Anyhow, if you see anything going to tank for longer than 30 seconds, then I'm going to be totally shocked.
Definitely. And like I thought maybe early on that people would be, playing a little snug, just trying to feel the table. No, they give zero
Is it 50 100?
F words.
50 and 100.
Is it 25, 50, or 50 100?
It's 50, 100. The
This
blinds
hand.
have been up.
300.
Megan's like, what are the blinds? I need to know the blinds so I know to make
So I
the
can
correct
bet my
raise.
eights.
It just went up. A minute.
Because
Julie, you're too quiet. You're too quiet.
I like that they all know each other because it just adds to the extra like ribbing and like chatter at the table. Like we've had like a lot of tables on our cash games where a lot of new faces, and granted there's a little bit more money on the line on our Tuesday nights. But these girls are just freewheeling, just going crazy right now, just letting it rip.
Like I said, we could take the time off. You want to go to the movies? I'm gonna see It Follows. Let's go.
Are we going to the movies?
Let's go. King 4, 10 of hearts. It's Nicole's hand best right now.
I'm not going to the movies until Avengers comes out.
Okay. I do want to go see It Follows.
No, that's a scary movie, isn't it?
It is a scary movie.
Yeah, I don't do those.
550.
I'm sorry.
Call.
There'll be heads up there between Nicole and Megan. You see both of them there in the shot. There's the heart.
Now, was Megan calling?
Megan
Looking
did
for a
call.
heart?
She did
No,
call.
but was she calling with intentions of
I can't tell any intentions.
Cheryl's the only one who calls you the Tin Man.
She has no
what?
heart,
I mean,
I have.
I got
I
you.
got one. You can hear it beating. Here, put your head here.
And so it begins.
Yeah,
I have.
I got nothing.
You sure do.
Oh, she's gonna fold away. her
Wow.
baby.
I'm not allowed nudity on this television.
No, Nicole folded the king.
Or
Megan's gonna scoop it. I mean,
broadcast.
she had the best hand, but
Alright, so
Here's
No.
a mid.
that's
the other one?
Megan
Will you give this one to
folds
Jenny?
it.
When?
Megan did not scoop it. Megan folded
Megan,
to the bet.
Megan's right there, seat 10. She was just collecting all the chips.
No,
I'm gonna
Megan,
need more prop chips.
Megan's in seat 10. Nicole's in seat 9.
get your paper.
Mark's gonna have to bring more prop chips over here.
Like I said, Megan's gonna scoop it because Nicole folded.
Nicole folded top pair, which, pretty good fold on her part.
Who hates it?
They can't think of two different things at the same
Chat's asking who the favorite is. I'm going to say Jen in seat 3 because she called a huge bet with bottom pair, and she was completely right. She is not scared. What's up, Dawn, by the way? Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jen is a front runner.
I'm not a lady.
But Julie brought cookies,
Quit insulting me.
which I don't know I'm not sure the ingredients
Julie
of
and
these cookies.
Tracy's gonna be the one player that plays super tight hair.
And Cheryl's already won a huge pot, so she's chip leader.
She's raising 400 with her American Airlines. You hate me.
I don't. I couldn't love you more than I already do.
Wait, no cash on the table. Okay. What if I want to raise?
Out a turn.
I don't think
no organization whatsoever.
I just be afraid to make Megan mad. I think she could do some work in a fight.
So aces are in with like how many callers?
Everyone.
5 other callers.
I know wrong queen.
Queen 10-6.
Ace is still holding on, but there's still a coin flip against the field.
Bet 1,500.
Aces lead out 1,500. Missy with the gutter.
15 to 29. Not bad.
Calls 15.
Missy does call over to Nicole.
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure Missy's call there. I mean, I guess she has
When the king comes,
sort
you're
of
gonna see
some
the
implied
reason.
odds there. If someone else calls, she can. But I'm not so sure I'm calling with
No, I
with
do.
a gutter ball
I
there.
really do. No, I really do. I just had to think about a couple things and then I decided against.
Heads up.
Sound logic.
No,
There's
no,
a
it ain't
name.
about
Somebody else would have made 2 pair there. I don't remember her.
6-8. Whoever had the 6-8.
Excellent TV.
2,200 is the bet.
2,200.
Now she's taking her value town.
That would be
You
awesome.
see, he has 5 outs, as you can see.
I call.
Oh wow.
She makes the call.
Missy calls.
Now she got the double gutter.
No fear.
Oh, I thought she got that. Ooh,
I thought it was
this is actually a dirty card.
Yeah, it is.
If Cheryl checks here, Missy, the door will be
Bet
wide open.
2,500.
Nope, she's going to value town again.
I pulled it a queen.
Dang.
You're so bad.
You
You
should
know
have
what?
pulled it.
No one had a queen.
You should have played your queen four.
6 was a
No one had a queen. Don't let them fool you guys.
You know what I mean?
I can honestly say it was not queen four.
That's what I had to think about. I'll be a blind.
Like saluting the button.
Of course, Bobby's rooting for Payne. No surprise there. So Cheryl now is she probably has pretty close to double starting stack. Who's that awesome whistler? Can we figure out who that is? They're doing a phenomenal
I
job.
went there for a ringtone.
So sorry about that.
I just want like a tiny person in my pocket that just whistles for me.
I don't like when people don't get
I don't need to crowd up my phone space.
How could they get your inside joke?
And this we used to do it all the time.
B Million is in Siberia, guys.
You know that. Got it.
We can't let him out.
Where did you get the Tin Man thing from? Who told you about that?
It's been bothering her. It's been bothering her
No, I
for
just
5
thought about
minutes.
the inside joke by Cheryl.
Something we haven't seen very much of so far. A lot of folds.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't
That's true.
remember calling you.
100.
We were playing cash.
Oh,
and
I did call you this.
Yes, you did.
Because you're heartless.
Oh,
Raise
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
300.
I remember now.
Ace 9, Chaz raises to 300.
I like that raise a lot. I like it a lot.
Call
Next
3.
3-5 offsuit. Makes the call.
Sorry. Confident low. Do you notice like how confident and Joey's like, well, she's suited, I guess.
Right.
3 players.
There we go. 3 players to flop.
Merkel.
Check in the dark.
Let's see what that flop looks like.
Action on Chaz.
Nicole hits her 5.
The 5-3's in the lead.
I love it.
She did have that little white disc in front of her, so
Chaz rebets. Nicole calls.
And
Pair of
Baseball.
5.
Okay.
And Julie
See
calls.
what happened.
still
Gutter
3
shot.
players.
She's got ace.
I think these ladies are
Check.
teaching us all the lesson, the value of second pair,
Right.
even if it is
1100
just
the bet.
dinky.
Cole bets out 1100.
Aw.
She folds. 3-5.
Show it.
To show the 3-5. They wouldn't be surprised.
No, I don't think a single eyebrow,
That's the best part.
even if they are perfectly manicured, would be raised.
No,
she
she
did
did
not.
not. No, but because she said you already know, I'm like.
Yeah, yeah.
No, she don't win with
See,
queens.
here's the next idea is that I think that you guys should be playing a filming party. Because next we're gonna do a filming party and we're gonna all watch together.
Oh, we are. Viewing.
Hey, folks, for some of our regular fans that are in the audience this week or in our
Are we gonna do it at Julie's?
I would totally. Oh.
Twitch chat room, don't forget this Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., we will have special guest commentator Bart Hansen joining us.
Have it on. Absolutely.
I cannot wait. 2-5 game, already awesome. You have a professional commentator coming to join us.
Oh, who's
Yahoos.
coming besides me?
Oh, sorry. Our second best commentator can come join us, Bart Hansen, Tuesday night
That's
from
gonna be
7
so
to
great.
11. It's going to be
So
amazing.
So if you want to hang out with Bart Hansen and us two yahoos,
Raise 300.
stop
Be
by on
here,
Tuesday
be
night.
square. It's going to be amazing.
Be here, be square, be million.
Boom.
Drop
Ooh.
the mic.
900 is the raise.
Couple box cars versus a couple snowmen and a couple sixes. Nicole looking for that third 6.
Calls 9.
Miss
There's your good.
How do you look?
Oh, we got a little glitch there now. Ace Jack.
Yeah, but look at that.
Not because I'm
Pair of 8s, pair of 10s, pair of 6s.
And the 7 deuce.
I mean, if a 6, 8, 10 flop comes out, I'm just going to go crazy.
I can't wait to watch you go crazy.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Easy, Oprah.
What in the Do I look like a gazillionaire to you?
3 players.
I just want to know who Jericho Jerry is. That's all I got to say.
There's a 6.
But all hearts.
All hearts.
So Missy gets out flopped, but she does have the draw to the floosh.
I already know that. I wouldn't have said otherwise.
Queen of Hearts. I haven't seen it. I don't know. If
The
it's in it.
tables have turned.
You got that right, Tobes.
Missy does have the overpair to the board, plus 10
I
hearts.
have it every hand. It's every hand.
She's going to lead out with 1,600.
I think we need to call Uber and just get a fleet of cars for when these girls start busting out.
Uber is
Just a
moving
flat
up.
call by Nicole.
Yeah, heart scaring her a little bit.
Alright, I'll be the first out.
Get ready, Trevor.
Oh, Missy throws
Oh.
them all in.
At least there's a bright
And a
side.
speech.
I get to go see
The
Trevor.
bright side.
Crying call.
Flip 'em.
So Missy's drawing to a heart or a 10.
Heart me.
Nicole.
10 or hearts.
Damn.
And Nicole is going to ship the sugar.
And we have our first.
Poor Missy. You know, she's going to organize this whole thing, and she's going to be the first one out.
Absolutely.
Payday, payday.
Oh,
Hey, I think I made
Okay.
my buy-in back just on my
someone give her a hand.
My buying on front.
Right, I'm ready to hit it, double.
Hey, good to see you, miss. You
I
stand
haven't
around.
won a pot. I haven't been able to say that yet. I haven't won a pot.
Well, we are barely 2 blinds in this tournament, and we've lost our first player of a $10,000 stack. This is an aggressive game. I think Missy's going to swing back here, and I'm going
She'll
to
make her way back.
make her way back, and I'm going to let her talk to Trevor here for a little bit.
I believe before it started, she reminded everybody.
Keep Toby down, let him behave. We're not here to.
I locked Toby up. I can't trust what Toby will say.
Oh. But it's not yours, because if I'm scooping it, you ain't.
But yeah, he's only paying up to 50.
Yeah, you're not gonna scoop 50.
I hear that mustache
Yep,
flapping.
yep,
Well, at this rate.
yep.
It's a long game.
I was really hoping for that heart to hit on the river.
Yeah, we don't want to lose Missy. I mean, like we said, like she put this whole thing together. I'm sure she wanted to play a little longer than 25 minutes.
You should.
I mean, it's just have it.
Call
Sorry.
250.
Every other time I'm putting it right on the circle.
Right, I agree.
So Megan, feeling her oats,
All right.
opens it up with the old deuce 3 suited.
I think I see.
Gets called in 2 places.
Trevor, I'm gonna give up my seat and let you talk with Missy here for a little bit.
Sounds good to me.
Should just step back in our announcer's booth.
Danielle flops an open-ended straight draw.
Nickel.
500 is the bet.
Mathematically, she has the best hand, but if the hand ended right now, Julie would have the best of it.
I think I should have picked before a heart.
Raise to 1675.
Wait till you see this shit.
Calls.
We have ourselves another pretty big pot here.
I like that hand. I'm sorry.
Danielle's first.
There's a straight for Danielle.
You guys giggle when you see it.
Quickly goes check, check. Julie doesn't want to see an ace in the river. Ooh, checks the straight.
What? You check the straight?
That's what I said. Interesting maneuver.
Right?
But either way, she's going to get the chips flowing her direction. Okay, Missy, welcome back to the booth.
I didn't want to be the first one to come see you. I totally wanted Chaz to have the opportunity to come talk to you first.
Sure, yes. So, obviously, didn't go your way.
No.
Definitely a terrible spot with pocket tens
Love that.
versus the flop set there. We did the redraw. You had the hard draw.
The hard draw, and I didn't put her on a set. I did figure she had a smaller pair, or she wouldn't have been in there. But I did have the redraw, and I thought, I only had 3,000 behind. It was, dig or die. And
It's hard because I mean at that point the pot was already so big.
right.
So
And
you
if
know,
I check it, she's betting. She's putting me all in anyway.
you
so.
allowed yourself. You gave her some fold equity. If I shove here, you give a little speech. Like, I guess to be the first one out, which would have been such a sick move if you flopped the nuts. But
It almost worked.
it really, yeah. I mean, she did think about it for a second, but as we've been kind of talking about, everyone's kind of rapport with each other.
Right.
You guys want to just crush each other.
We have all played together for so long, and, just hang out socially and friends and playing poker. And we actually did a women's league for a long time that, we all played together. So
Right.
we all have a pretty good idea where each other's range is and, where they're going to get caught. we're all friends, but you leave the friendship at the door when the chips start.
Oh, I think it's even beyond that. I think you guys are kind of at a point where the money is great and it's whatever, but it's more about just defeating your friends.
Exactly.
Like you want, like, next time you see each other, like, oh, remember that time I felt to you? Like, that's what it's all about.
Is it that obvious?
It's awesome. It's
Shit.
amazing. It's
It's not
perfect.
supposed to be that obvious.
It's great. So actually, we have a pretty big hand here. We have Veronica with 2 kings versus Danielle's ace queen.
Yeah.
Wow, bet Nicole. I kind of thought Danielle would fold that. She played kind of timid with that straight hand. I thought she would.
Yeah, but now she's got the redraw. Oh, no, she doesn't. Sorry, that 3 is not done.
25.
Veronica needs this pot. You know, she lost.
She
She
really
lost a big
does.
pot
She-
on that first hand where
That
she
big one
where
with
she flopped the set.
Cheryl. Yeah.
So we're rooting for her to get back healthy. Healing. It's for you, nerd voice.
She'll get there. She'll get there.
She seems like a pretty just like steady grinder.
She can be patient.
If
yeah.
I'm just analyzing people just from the way they look and what they've kind of been talking about, she
Yeah.
won't get too out of control, and she'll just kind
Veronica's
of do her
not
thing.
afraid to get her chips in there, but she's not overly aggressive.
She's more. I'm gonna wait for it, have the best of it, make
She's-
you make a mistake.
She's pretty patient. Pretty patient.
So was it very difficult to corral all these women to get them to play on this table tonight?
Oh my God, they were like fighting over who was gonna get to come play.
I
No.
kind of thought that might be the case.
So yeah, no, it really wasn't. You know, we said, hey, we're gonna do a women's only game, and who's interested? And they're like, well, I'm there. Give me a date, and I'm there.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, we're so happy to be able to put it on for you guys. This is our first sit and go, and so far we have not lacked action by any means.
no, that's what we were laughing. I was like, welcome to the 25-50 round. First hand, ladies. What was that? A $4,000 pot?
Oh yeah, it was humongous.
Actually, it was more. It was 25 on the turn and 35 on the river.
Yeah,
so, that was a
first two
huge pot.
hands combined were probably like almost 30K altogether. So
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah,
action filled.
no lack of action with these ladies.
What we were talking about earlier is we're getting a keen lesson on the value of second and third pair because you guys don't like to fold to each other.
Right.
You know, if you can make a sick call with bottom pair and shove it in your friend's face,
Mhm.
that's the name of the game. That's amazing.
And a lot of these, like, these guys aren't going to fold second or third pair because they know that there's a lot of bluffers at this
Sure.
table. There's a lot of people that are aggressive.
Yeah.
Nicole's a pretty aggressive player. Julie is extremely aggressive.
Mhm.
I'm fairly aggressive. Jen is probably the smartest player as far as playing her position
Mhm.
and being able to get you to do what she wants you to do. So I think
And it's actually a prime example right here. You know, floating with the queen nine. Now, you know, Nicole second pair, and she gets there. Just because you don't flop top pair or flop any sort of pair, doesn't mean you can't
doesn't
win a
mean
pot
you
on
can't
other
get
streets.
Exactly.
This one from Taz. And then pass this on to Jenny. That's yours.
What do you guys think of the prop game?
Well, I think you guys throw your chips at each other in a very dangerous manner. I just get nervous, you know.
Well,
I
you
don't.
know, it's an added bonus if you can take an eye out.
That's right. Well, I didn't know about that prop, but but see, it's good to get what. Props are great because it keeps you in the game. Like
Right.
if you're sitting there and you're like, you know, folding, at least you're paying attention to the flop,
Right.
and actually will help you because it just keeps you more engaged, which actually it's a good just
And
educational type situation.
and in a game like this where you know you don't have your headphones or you don't have something to distract you and keep you occupied or other electronic devices,
Exactly.
this is something that keeps you engaged and paying attention, and you know it's just one more way to take their money.
Yeah, and plus if you realize someone sleeps on their card and they don't get paid,
That's
the ribbing is the best part.
That's the best part for sure. Yeah. As soon as you get up to go to the bathroom, everybody's like, "Oh, 10 of clubs."
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put that needle in deep.
Mhm.
Calls 150.
Don't be a follower.
Okay, I'm gonna give you back to Dan because I think I've explained my tens the best I possibly couldn't.
Well, thank you so much for getting everyone together. This is obviously turning out to be an amazing game, and I can't wait to watch how the rest of it unfolds.
I'm gonna stick around and watch it with you, and hopefully we'll be able to do another one here in the next.
Great, sounds great. Thanks again, Missy.
I mean,
My card.
oh! I'm not waiting.
It's like Veronica flop stop here.
Chaz.
Nicole with the flush draw.
Everywhere. Check.
A few percentage points better in equity right now.
I suppose I didn't miss any action.
Good one, buddy. What's up with this Chow guy in the chat? Just spamming the crap out of us, huh?
Three what?
375.
I'm out.
Like usually I would like kind of like tease and say like this is no fold 'em hold 'em, but like it is, but in like the correct way. Like they just know like that people are goofing around and they're gonna call them out on it. It's pretty neat.
And I think part of the fun with this group is that they want to come from behind and smack someone's hand.
That's actually probably the best way to put it.
Right.
Like-
They want that. They want them to. They want to show them some crud
Call.
deck of cards or a cruddy hand and say, look what I called you down with.
I think that's exactly almost where Jen's sitting right now. Like she kind of showed it earlier with her 4 deuce, and now she's kind of sitting there with a similar situation with third pair.
We could do the Hunger Games again. We could all like start going crazy.
Call.
Jeez Louise.
Problem is Jen does not want to see a 7 right now.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh my god.
Ooh, the flush gets there.
There's the old binkaroni.
Me too.
I want to
Check
learn how to do
Nicole.
that.
So Veronica would bet every street. I think now she knows that
1500 is the bet.
either her queen wasn't good or that her queen's no good any longer now that the flush hit. Let's see if she makes the appropriate fold. And she does.
Yeah.
Good
I
laydown.
still think she's bruised by that very first hand of the day.
That was my 10 of clubs.
Ooh, that didn't muck though. Oh, you're right. Yeah, all right.
Is that okay, Paul?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Grade A
If you can hear me,
now.
it's okay.
You don't get a meow for that.
I saw the.
Len, tell 'em it's
I
okay.
know.
Yeah, because I said that was my card. That's
Next
my,
hand.
my prop card.
Check mark went to the right person.
Right? Mean like, I believe I had 10, 7, club. Ooh, good move. Hit the 7 on the flop, and then she bet 7. So it was like,
She could double
kismet.
75, yeah, 75, 150.
Dan, would you want to play in a sit and go like this? Like, say we just subtracted one lady and they put you in there. Would you like to do that?
That would be awesome. I'd totally be into it. Basically because I pretty much play like half these ladies are playing.
I'm like, I gotta be.
Actually, I think they're-
Thanks.
It's slightly different. Like
Nicole?
you do like to limp in a little bit more than I do. These women don't. How many limps have we seen?
Did
Oh,
I
there's
see an
one.
ace king get folded? Oh, there it goes. Okay.
It's back.
I was like, wait a minute.
750 is
So we had a limp, and that's quickly rectified by the raise with ace king.
I like to encourage myself. Somebody else does. Since you're all against me, I gotta be for me.
Good fold by Tracy there. Sometimes it's
No.
sometimes it's easy to make speculative calls like that.
I think Tracy's watching all these hands, and I know Tracy plays pretty much ABC poker. She's like, I am like walking through a jungle.
I'm not so sure. I would fare too well on a table like this. Cause I'd be the odd man out, literally and figuratively.
Why are you laughing? Why is that funny? Why you? You laugh first.
So Joy's got about half of her starting stack. Nicole has
heads up.
double starting stack. So let's see if Nicole can apply some aggression here if Joy doesn't flop well.
She's kind of insulted.
No, it's not.
Right?
Well, 2 jacks on the flop. I was gonna say that might slow somebody down, but
No speed bumps here.
1100 is the bet.
Julie reaches with her spade draw.
I actually really enjoyed that bet size as well.
Oh, your jack of spades.
Now do I go back or stay with
No,
Go back.
with it.
No, you.
Nice pot for Julie there.
With the Jack Diamond.
At the 75, 150 blind there.
You know that.
I'm talking here.
Right?
Oh my
Everyone
God.
started out with
You-
10,000 chip stack.
I'm taking it. I'm
Oh,
taking it.
We are down to 9 players.
Jack of spades. It's official.
Yes, we've had one unlucky
Top
casualty.
3 cashing today. Top 3 spots will be cashing something today.
I don't care. Clubs I found a turn. I don't care. I'll miss it
You
every
big blind, baby. You're big blind, twin.
Nobody said we're twins.
Twins, like, don't go that far now.
Look,
Your twins down there.
I'm just saying.
Chaz, need your card. Okay.
I fold.
You want some chips?
Just take Chaz's chips. Give her more.
Raise.
You know what? Actually not.
375.
just kidding. I don't know why you messed with
Julie is slowly becoming my favorite.
375, yeah. Yeah, I know.
She looks like the best neighbor anyone could have, and she's like she's just a raising machine. I love it.
Call 375.
375.
The dumb bet.
The dumb bet. The dumb bet.
Yep.
Yep.
Dumb bet,
So the
Chad.
blinds are what? 75.
Well,
It probably
she
didn't hurt
know
that
what
like
it was.
she brought in cookies, so she just already has like this like matronly
375.
feel.
I don't think it's the person that brought the cookies that is making everyone happy. It's the person who brought the beer that's making everyone happy.
Oh no, I'm just comparing Julie to like that perfect neighbor. Like, oh, you moved in, here's a pie. Like she's had like that.
But I will check raise you as soon as I can.
Right. There might be a razor blade in that pie.
Heads up.
All right, heads up between a bunch of hearts.
9 of clubs.
All right, Julie's got a gutter ball.
I need more chips.
Cheryl a second pair.
Are you going that way?
Cheryl's just got stacks on stacks, so
Yeah.
she might just be calling us down just because she has so much money.
She leads out of the 500 bet. Julie calls right away.
Sub sandwich.
Right, it's right there.
Jack is gonna be a fun card.
Wouldn't it though?
Can you toss that?
Check.
Thank you.
Ace of diamonds rolls out. Both players
Even
check.
we check quickly.
And there's a king.
Showdown.
8's good.
Oh, she had
Queen
9.
high.
I knew you called my shit. I just wasn't sure which.
Ooh.
Whoa, shots fired.
She's trying to sink her battleship.
Shots fired.
I know, that would have sucked.
Oh
I
man.
was trying to double you up.
About 3 minutes left in this blind level.
So we are in level 3 now. 75 150. We are. It's kind of turbo-y. So we have 15-minute levels with 10k starting stacks, and they are cruising right along. I do believe after every 4 levels, we'll take a quick break, let everyone use the restroom if they need, or do whatever. Eat one of Julie's cookies if they need to.
I like cookies.
I like red butter. You like Notre Dame.
Hey guys, for those that are new to the channel, just a reminder that this Tuesday we'll be on with our
Even a Guinness.
2-5 No Limit Hold'em cash game.
Our first ever 2-5 game.
Yep, the first one Rubber City Poker does Tuesday night, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, with special guest commentator Bart Hansen.
He's a pro.
Do you know him?
I do now.
You do now. Bart Hansen will join us for all 4 hours.
Oh, I forgot.
He will be hanging out. He'll be in LA. We'll be Skyping him in, and he will be able to see everything that we see. So we have the technology for him to break down hands as they play out, just like we do every other week. And we're going to be having an amazing time.
Right?
Just check it.
Push it in. You
It's
should
just
have
a nice
raised.
friendly game among girls. Just a nice friendly game.
I will cut you.
That was for you, Ryan.
I didn't think nothing about this was friendly.
That's Rick's thing.
5 players.
Yeah, but he's talking smack about Toby.
So many hands.
Check to the bottom.
So many hands. So Nicole's got middle pair and bottom pair. Julia with top pair, and there are dollars flying in every direction.
I was about to. When she checked,
I know.
I'm like,
Bet.
Tracy with ace 5 suited leads out with her top pair.
Yeah,
Did
duh.
you see that?
Nicole has not been
What did I do? You just made a
too shy.
And she's like, I have to dodge all of
I don't even
this.
know what I did.
800
You
now.
only did something though that gave it away.
Did you see it or not?
I did.
You didn't see it.
Call
Then shut up.
800.
Because I looked at the flop.
It was the way you looked at the flop and you gave it that eye like
this.
ooh. That's
Cole
not
did
what
flop
happened.
2 pair as
You'll see it
well.
on Netflix.
Raises to
You'll
800.
see it on the replay what I actually did.
Kind of a
Julie
smallish
calls.
bet.
Up and down straight draw.
Don't blame Julie.
The one black here.
But she's
And I think at this point,
Not my fault then.
Tracy's priced in.
All right.
She had to call
3 players.
5 to win 2,500. That's why you call, boys and girls.
Tracy gets another ace on the board. That's going to keep her involved in this hand.
1,000. Call. Fold.
Dreams can come true.
Especially when you,
Hey, Toby.
especially when you make trips on the turn.
Check.
Whoa, check
Oh,
it.
Tracy, bet that out there.
Ooh, she had 2 pair and a flop.
Call the action. You got it, Megan. Tell us what happened.
Woo, mama.
Blinds at 1 and 200.
Good for Tracy. She'll be back up to about 8K or so. So
Yep.
good for her. She's been playing a little more snug than everyone else. I think her and Veronica, I think are probably her, Veronica, and Danielle probably the three tightest.
Yeah, Tracy's
the
gonna be
table.
one of the tightest players at the game, and she hasn't played with this group of women as much as the others have played with each other. So that's even gonna, I think, make her be a little more cautious getting into pots with people, which is probably why she just checked there with her trip aces.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you get check raised, I mean, you don't exactly put somebody on the Jack 8. You probably put them on a stronger ace. My only concern or differing opinion is when the Jack 8 hands, when Nicole checks the river, you should probably try to get some sort of value out of your 3 aces.
I agree.
You over there?
Jen raises 525 with a Jack Queen offsuited. Cheryl has pocket nines and is re-raising the pot.
Veronica is all in.
Holy crikey!
It's
And
oh,
Veronica's all in with pocket queens.
Veronica is all in.
We may have our second player at
Wait a
risk.
minute. Call me.
Hasn't been called yet.
I want to. I like that hand.
Who's that
a
hand?
lot.
Cheryl's getting a count.
Cheryl does make the call.
3 even.
Cheryl is all in.
I called.
Yep. 3,000.
And Veronica's gonna be sweating a 9 to make sure she doesn't get eliminated to come hang out with me. Cheryl does have the diamonds that are live.
Did ya?
Don't show my pot card.
Right?
4 hearts. Damn it.
Oh!
Little sweat.
Two
Little
diamonds.
sweat. We got a little sweat.
Whoa!
Oh, there's the 9.
It could have at least come on that flop.
Wow.
And we've
Oh,
lost our second
gross.
player.
Don't show it. I was just like,
I think Cheryl just her plan is just to run this table over.
Terrible.
I'm not mean.
She took all my chips all day.
She did. She was horrible to you.
Yeah, from hand number 1, Cheryl was
Say
taking
I'm
money
a
from
thin
her.
man? What?
I apologize. Oh, you guys suck.
Poor Veronica.
Pocket 9.
Tough.
Whatever.
So Cheryl pretty much just like ran her over from the start. And then she flopped. She turned it straight against her flop set, and now she hits her 2 outer.
I've just been informed that a nickname that Cheryl has is Shareable.
Shareable.
So I don't know.
Shareable.
I'm thinking Veronica might totally agree with that.
He was so
Anyhow.
We're level 3, level 4 this
We just hit
tournament.
level 4. We
Just
are
hit
now
level 4?
100, 200.
And we are already 20% of our players down.
But we talked about it when we first started. You know,
What'd you have, Jenny?
we wouldn't be surprised if this is a quick one or if it played out full extra.
Well, like I said, we're going to have to fill some time when the game ends at 2:30. We'll have to
Zamadeus.
figure out what we're doing here.
I called.
Calls.
Well, Trevor, it looks like Veronica has come back to the booth to talk about how mean Cheryl is to her. And I'll let you sit and talk with her for a few minutes.
Sounds good to me.
I was going to say, I played like 5 hands.
It's
total.
time.
Like, I'm like, this is boring.
Cheryl flops pretty good again here.
600.
Nut flush draw.
600 is the bet. Call.
This could get interesting. Megan does not like to give up on hands, and Cheryl has well, Megan just took the lead.
Yo.
1100 is the bet.
So Cheryl's looking for a 10 or a heart here.
Call.
10 or a heart. There it is. That is the money card. And she is not scared. She's going to lead out.
I don't know what the payment is.
Megan is not very happy about that card.
Cheryl?
Look at that look.
Oh, I'm heartless. One of us is heartless.
You got a heart?
Listening to what Megan has to say here. Really contemplating what to do. Drink, drink, fold. Drink, drink, raise. Drink, drink.
I can't believe this is live and I'm gonna might do this.
You want to make that really good, right?
I know.
Shut up. The people at home can't believe it either.
Why are you doing that?
They're
What's
like-
wrong with you? You're an idiot. funny is she would have done dinner.
Clock.
already if she
It's
wasn't.
only 15 minute levels, dear.
All right, I know, I'm thinking.
Hey,
I'm
Oh,
thinking.
I'm not sure if it was legit, but I just heard a clock called.
I know you
Clock's
got
here.
there.
1 minute clock.
I already got it.
I mean, it's already been like 30 seconds.
I'm not the tournament director.
There wasn't one here.
There is a tournament director. Yes. Let him do it.
It's
Not
not
you.
you.
Calls.
You got a heart?
No!
Not only does she have a heart, she has the heart.
I'm not heartless.
No, I knew she didn't have shit until the.
All right, Veronica,
until the
welcome
last
into the
heart. I
booth.
swear to God. I
I'm,
would've
I'm
kept
sure you
calling.
didn't want to see me until you're the victor.
Right, yeah, it was great today.
I had you playing until the
So you
last
basically
heart.
had a tough go. I mean, you started off, you flopped a
I
set.
listened
Right.
until that
Who
heart
doesn't
came.
love that?
Right.
Well, I'm just- I
And
was the best.
and Cheryl turns it straight on you. You get kind of put in a tough spot where you have to make kind of a crying call in the river.
Right.
Very unhappy about the results, obviously. But other than that, did you enjoy yourself on the table? Was it fun to know that we can see your cards and you can go back and watch yourself?
It would honestly have been nice if I would have won a couple hands.
Sure.
But the experience was fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As we were learning, I didn't know. I knew Missy as the only one I've known on this table. You guys are a hoot. Well, as you can hear in the headphones now, you guys
I knew I had two live
needle
cards.
each other, make fun of each
I knew
other,
I was good.
just bemoan each other's play. It's hysterical. It's great for the game. And you guys are playing props and all that kinds of other fun stuff. Just what's that like when everyone is like, I won't say brutal, but you guys are not the nicest to each other. What's that like at the table?
I honestly try to stay out of it for the most part because they're mean and I don't want to be mean. And some of these girls, when they get tilted, they get, but it's fun to sit and listen.
When they get tilted, you don't want to find them in the dark alley?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Especially Cheryl.
Is she the toughest? Is that? Are you putting your money on her? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly Julie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get back to the action here for a second. So we got Jen with 2 queens, Megan with king queen suited, which finds the muck.
That's all I can hear in my head. I
God hates what is Howard.
Julie's trying to figure out if she wants to call 4s.
Don't take them away though. Leave them there.
Oh, Danielle, who I thought was maybe the least expected to call, is going to call. So we will see a flop.
All right. Call.
2 queens versus the ace 10.
Danielle calls. Heads up.
Walk away.
You know what I mean?
Whatever you
I
tell us.
felt madness on this hand.
Did you?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
Check. Bet 3,000.
Looks like she kind of had that planned out in her head before the flop even came out. She just had 3K sitting in her hand.
Are you getting it in your hand a lot?
What?
See, this would be kind of a tough spot for Danielle to call. She only has 8,200 left.
If you switch
It would be almost half her stack, so yeah, I think folding's just pretty standard right there.
Queens? Damn it! I would have won.
I think Megan almost pegged your hand.
Yeah.
Like,
You
and
had
it's
four.
against
Thought you had
zero.
aces or
I'm like,
queens.
Oh my god, yes, I had 4.
I assumed you did.
Yeah, but
Grade A, payday.
So as you were there for a minute, so Cheryl's pretty much been running over the table. So it's either Cheryl or Nicole. It's like both ends of the table. Do you have a favorite for who you think is going to end up taking this down?
I would like Jen to win.
Jen had an awesome hand early on where she called a pretty big bet with the 4 deuce and ended up being the best hand with bottom pair. So
That's her hand.
It's a special hand for her?
Yeah.
Do you know the reason, or maybe I should wait until I talk to her later?
That's her question.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna get Dan back in here, and sorry for your bad luck tonight, but
Thank you.
so much. It was so great to have you at the table. Thank you so much.
she had 4 too.
Go ahead, Jeff.
A losing hand. She had
Calls 2. Julie calls 2.
Come on back, Daniel's son. Wow, we have another
Danielle
pocket pair.
calls 2.
You're everywhere today.
Call. You.
Mr. Paul Boston's getting warmed up. He'll be joining you, Trevor, here in about 30 minutes to carry out the rest of this game.
Action on Jen.
I see him doing jumping jacks.
I thought no, he's got a really tiny comb for his mustache. I feel like the chat's getting a little heated right now.
That was for you, Cindy.
Yeah.
And Jen wins 2 in a row.
Oh my god, you guys.
Speaking of sandwiches, I think I'm gonna eat a sandwich on our break.
What do you get?
Is there a break after this level?
I believe so. I think we're gonna take a quick break after this level and
Get a place to stay. if you
give
go to
our
Jack's.
ladies
There you
about
go.
4.5 minutes or so. Give our ladies a chance to take a minute off. Maybe ice their jaws.
Have a sandwich?
Have a sandwich. Ice their jaws.
No.
Got some cookies.
Get some more beer. I don't know.
Make a beer run. I heard talk of a beer run.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Then you're not doing it right.
That's what I told him.
I don't know how to press the poker. Oh, okay.
Action to Tracy.
Tracy the 2-4. I bet she folds. I bet she folds. I bet she folds.
Ooh, you're really getting this thing ironed out, aren't
I'm
you?
getting pretty good at this. That's the only one I can predict, though. I can't tell you what the rest of these people are doing with their cards.
Shareable.
Julie is all in with it. Ace King offsuit.
I don't see anyone partying with her.
No.
So Julie's all in for just under 11 bigs.
375.
We're at 1-2. Make sure I didn't fall asleep.
Have we figured out who the whistler is yet?
Takes it.
No, I haven't noticed.
5 times.
Thank you.
It's right there.
Oh, it's Megan.
Megan.
Megan could go pro.
Pro Whistler.
What's up, Pocky? Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Is that Pocky Poker?
Yeah, he's back. He's back in the chat.
What up, Pocky?
This is indeed live. This is a live sit and go ladies game. We started with 10. We're down to 8.
Hey, just before we head on break, we also want to remind you of one of our sponsors, PokerFitness.tv.
never found a publisher.
On PokerFitness.tv, you can find pre-recorded yoga moves that are geared and designed for today's poker player. To alleviate some of that mental strain, mental stress, neck pain, muscle stress, tension that
Back
a poker
pain,
player
yeah.
may accumulate from hours and hours sitting at a table. We have some relief for you at PokerFitness.tv. Check out some of the pre-recorded videos, and you can also save shipping cost if you need to order any yoga things like mats and stuff like that from Guy M Poker. Just use our link, and you'll get free shipping on $50 or more. And we would like to thank PokerFitness.tv for sponsoring our broadcast today.
Looks like Megan's getting all the money thrown at her. And she flops top pair. This is a pretty good flop for her.
I'm missing a few.
Well, some people have busted out already.
Oh, that's true. You are Fabio.
Nicole bet 7.
There goes that
Alright.
Cheryl.
Megan calls. Julie folds.
Nicole being aggressive here. Leading out with second pair.
Wait, check.
Did you leave your computer?
I'm not quite sure where I put my tablet.
Oh, damn.
The world laughs at me.
All right, heads up now between Megan and Nicole.
Heads up.
There's
This
another
is
king.
this is be an interesting spot for Nicole.
17.
Really?
1700.
You know, usually when the board pairs like that, you don't
You don't
usually expect your opponent to have that card.
However, Megan does have the check.
It's a big however.
Don't tell Nicole. She can't win.
Sorry, Nicole. Megan has a check mark.
Do these count as anything?
They do.
In this hand?
No, not in the hand, but they count.
So I got 4,075.
Yeah, I was
She's
gonna
planning on
say stuff
pushing
it
all
in the
those
middle,
chips in.
4,075.
She's all in.
aka just rip it in her face.
Well,
So Nicole, I do believe Nicole had like a 20k stack not too long ago,
if I said I bet
like
you
22,
go call,
23k.
you had pocket.
So she must be one of those players that kind of has like swingy days where it's like a lot,
I did hit
and
my
a little,
10 clubs,
and a lot
though. Did
again.
you notice that? That was my prop.
You didn't hit that. I hit that.
No, I hit my 10 of clubs. That's my prop. That's my prop card. Oh. But how high is your kicker?
Megan looks
Oh.
pretty confident.
Megan trying to get her another pot, saying that they both hit the 10.
Oh, is that what my pocket eights were good?
Are we breaking or not
I
breaking?
actually hit a 10. I hit
Lines are up 125, 250.
I didn't want you to go out. Oh, okay.
We have 8 of 10 players left. 10k starting stack.
I guess we're not breaking yet, so we're gonna keep on going here.
Pocky Poker is my best friend.
125, 250 are the blinds.
She knows we're gonna see it later, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you
kinda
now.
believe her.
I don't think we're gonna break. I think the ladies are just
I
gonna
might
play
have
through.
I'm just saying.
Might
Maybe they're just gonna decide and have a break on their own
I
accord.
mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe.
Yeah, she was so
maybe.
low.
I mean, who am I to tell them when to
We
take a
don't
break?
have call. I have to go all in.
I agree,
There's no way
Tyrell. I
to
think
go.
all in's better.
That's why it's obviously.
I have to.
The bet was like 1400 and you only had 4K left. I mean, calling is gonna be pretty obvious. I don't think you're gonna get Nicole to bet river if you flat
I had to add
in
it,
that spot.
I swear.
600 is the raise. Raise to 600.
But if I only call you with that many chips, you're gonna know I have a king.
Danielle
You know what I mean?
calls.
Megan just literally just said exactly what I just said prior to that.
You guys are on the same wavelength.
Did you say laundry?
Yes.
Trade Danielle.
It is a good day to do laundry.
What? 6?
Yeah.
600 is the bet.
Sorry about that hip hop money. Seems okay on my end.
There's enough in there.
3 players.
Do we have 3 players? Because I see 0 players.
Yeah, what's going on with the cards there, folks?
We have no cards. So Jen's got cards, it looks like.
Somebody's counting chips out. Julie's all
Julie's
in.
all in.
I'm all in.
I heard another all in.
Yep.
Danielle's
Julie
all
and
in.
Danielle are both all in.
Danielle's all in.
Can we see
Jen-
some cards?
Jen says later tater.
What's going on?
That's it, right? That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. Just
Two
the two
players.
of them. So showdown. 4 3 of hearts. 9
Wow.
10. Straight versus flush draw.
Wow.
Flush draw hits.
Julie hit a flush draw.
I didn't know
Sounds like the flush draw hit. So I think Julie's gonna double up.
No, don't let her fool you. She does it all the time.
475. So 3 greens. There you go.
Thank you.
Something happened with cards there.
Thanks for the help, Cheryl.
Dang. Nice hand, Jules.
Thank you.
I'm frozen on my
Cheryl's
stream
got
too.
Cheryl's got all the monies,
Yeah, I played 9-5.
so she was able to help chop that pie, or help move the chips around.
That big blind. What is it? 250.
Oh.
What's the blinds?
Yeah, 125. 125, 250.
Okay.
I can guarantee you, I won't play 9-5 to mess with you.
No, but you
I
play
don't play 9-5 to
3-4.
mess with anyone.
We lost our internet connection.
Yeah, but you play
Yes, I
3-4.
Oh, is that why the table is
Yes.
3-4 suited is not
No
to
one
mess
can
around
hear me?
with.
No, it ain't.
Nope.
which
Oh, I'll get him. Just wait for it.
What are we doing?
I mean, you're gonna get lucky. Oh, sure. But you have to get lucky. If you don't get lucky, you're gonna
It's
lose.
Twitch.
If you don't get lucky, you
I
might
think.
as well just break up.
Right. That's a true story.
No, it's not. Our internet is failing us right now.
hey Len, would you ask Tony to come back to the commentator booth?
That's my big blind to everybody. That's an outward announcement.
Danielle
That is big
folds.
blind.
Jen folds.
Yeah, it was.
We all know what
The
this
best
means.
flop I could hope for.
Yeah.
Really.
Gonna
Broke
raise,
the heart.
raise
Internet.
the big
I
blind.
know. Straight.
Cheryl
Well,
bet
you made it
600.
We have no
Well, yeah, I want her
cards.
to raise my big blind so I can play shitty cards and have an excuse.
That'll be fun.
Raise.
Whoa!
Tracy raises to 1600.
Aw, there goes the fun.
She just made it more interesting.
No,
True.
this is only fun if it's just Cheryl.
2 players.
Hey, when's smoke break? Curious.
Mm-hmm.
Half an hour? Yeah, last another half an hour.
I hope we never ordered pizza.
Cheryl, check.
Not sure if you guys can still hear me, but I'll keep talking anyway. Looks like we're having. Well, I guess if our internet's not working, I guess we're probably not sending this out anywhere. But the game goes on. Oh, oh.
I'm half praised.
I thought I'm like, no, that's
Guys, what the-
Come on,
What
come on,
is
come on
going
back.
We're not sure if he can hear us, folks.
Jesus, please.
Testing. Hello. Hello.
What did we start with? 10.
Right.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that's a lot.
Good, you can double me up all over. No, Cheryl. Go to the bank. Bank owes Cheryl.
Not even like,
Got a motor, baby.
I just got, because I'm not
no,
giving
it
the
was my friend
bank.
from work.
If I can help it.
You
then.
said my girl.
I said my girl.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chance again.
That was a lot of celebrating.
What?
I'm Chase, ghetto you're and you're gone. trashy.
Hey. Well, I mean, I am what I am. I don't care.
No, I don't either.
Action on Danielle.
You have a lawn?
Oh my god.
Do you know what she's
Oh my
talking
god,
about?
I know what she's talking about. You cannot talk about
Why
that. Well, there will be a fight.
So
Let's go
what's she
outside.
talking about? Let's go outside.
She has a lawn.
I met somebody in CPMG. The first thing they asked me the first night I met them was,
Somebody?
I'm not giving anybody a
I
shout
know
out
we're on
this.
TV.
And so I told her I was from Cleveland, and she's like, "Oh, like, do you have a lawn?" Who would say that?
Oh yeah, you remember it. It was in Dave's basement.
Oh, I
Heads
remember.
up.
Right? No, it was
Me
in
and
Julie's.
Jules.
It was in Julie's.
My card and it's a double.
Man!
Oh
Oh my God!
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Check to the double.
But what's funnier is at the time I told
Check to
you.
Julie.
Go ahead.
That's why you were so pissed
It was
about it.
dirt.
That's
I'm
why you were
like,
so pissed about it. I remember there was talk about it being dirt.
200.
I might have said that,
Gotta
Yeah.
but
gotta
nobody
be
else
250.
knew.
Oh, I'm
Right,
sorry.
yeah.
Well, no, actually, at the
And
time, I
called.
think I lived on 130th, and I did have a lawn.
I did have a lawn.
At that time, growing up, 27.
I don't have
yeah.
a plug.
Funny.
Board.
More flush.
Jab it up.
Yeah, I was on
I only
130th.
bet because you didn't, but
I
thank
know.
God that club
Believe me,
came.
I'm well aware.
Let the
Just
dealer
hand
Wait,
it
chop
out.
it up.
I'm chopping it. I'm chopping it.
Chop it up.
Oh, he's shuffling.
Oh, I want to hit a prop.
I'm trying to help the dude out.
You
Here
can
you
go,
go,
me,
Meg.
Rob. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. He's got a lot of responsibility.
That's mine. I know. Here, Jules.
Oh my god.
That's a shout out to Mark Thomas. He loves when Jules does that. He'll do it at home.
Like at
Wait,
dinner,
I
like it's your
know.
turn to take a bite.
Yeah. Your turn. Sounded like
I think it's time for me to have another party at Megan's house.
Nicole throws the best parties. She shows up and they're phenomenal.
Just so
Yep.
Mark shows up.
I agree. It's
He
time.
doesn't show up.
No, he doesn't.
I'm ready for break.
7.
Are we going over?
Not for half an hour.
700.
But that was like, I don't know how many
5
minutes
minutes
ago.
ago.
Julie calls.
Right.
Danielle folds.
7 minutes?
I think we have another
But
level
there's
after
another
7.
level after this?
Okay. How many?
I
Me
checked.
and Jules again?
Heads up again.
She checked
Julie
start.
checked
Oh, me
start.
and Jules? We're such good players together. Yo,
38.
11.
go from
Raise
go
to 38.
You play 3-4 again, Jules? Is that what you're doing to me?
Pulling in the 11s. The raise is
Octeris, thank you for the
2700.
follow. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Yeah, sorry folks. We're having some difficulties here with the computer here in the commentator booth and with our card reading. So we're just kind of watching the action until we can get the card to display once again.
But apparently you guys can still hear us, so guess we'll keep yapping.
It's for you, Quentin. It's my Quinny man. I'm not used to having my chips so high.
Okay, I'm back in the chat.
Is that all?
Well,
Bad flop.
some of it.
I did. I won. I won 9-ball and 8-ball.
Alright guys, looks like I got the chat back, so
Then I
sorry
go-
for the goofiness and the
Any of the
technical
numbers.
issues.
As long as you have the chat back, that's what's important right
We
now,
will
right?
get our cards sorted out here in just a moment.
Yep.
There's a lot of wires and things like that to
That's a carry
Oh,
back.
I
Throw
will,
out
'cause I
minutes.
was.
to keep all sorted out. So
Sometimes the Webernets just doesn't like to work on Sunday.
Raise to 1600.
Oh, I know.
ladies, you broke the internet. You Kim Kardashian this.
Danielle folds. Thank you, Jen. Megan folds.
I'll show you, Meg, 'cause you'll see anyway.
Nice.
Ace king.
She
Oh,
will
you need it
not
on
see
this.
anyone.
I can't. Sorry.
I got it.
Why don't you show me the last one when you bluffed me?
So then I want you to watch.
Well, I'll watch. I had an ace.
Oh, they think they don't know that we can't see their cards right now.
I
It
did
was a
not
10
have
high
any.
flop, though. sent
No.
3-4.
That one I just pulled.
Oh, just now.
Yeah. And these.
But I thought you meant the 1 10 3
I had
4
an ace
flop.
on that too. Yeah. I did.
No, I'm not doubting you.
Oh. Well, see, normally I'd be lying to you, but since you're gonna see it anyway, since I can't even bluff on my bluffs, I just tell you the truth. The truth with F's.
Hang it in, Danielle.
What?
Okay, good.
Okay. Chaz?
Julie's owning me right now.
Sorry again, everybody, for the technical issues.
Did you get me?
Nicole calls.
We are doing our best to sort them out.
I sure do.
Julie
Give
calls.
me the aces.
We have not had any troubles in quite some time, so this is a bit of a surprise to
Danielle
us.
is all in.
Somebody just
For
went all in.
3,000 even.
So Danielle went all in.
Jen folds.
Cheryl's thinking about it. Should I?
Cheryl
Shouldn't I?
raises.
Oh, Cheryl's isolating here. Oh, I see cards.
Raises to 7,000.
Ace King versus the Queen 8. Fairly fair fight. Yes, I'm as excited as you guys are. Looking for a queen or an 8 to stay in the game. And she gets there on the rivers.
It didn't hurt her.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Every chip hurts.
V, that's your favorite hand.
Please break that for me.
This game's going to keep on going until we have a winner.
Whatever.
I approximate about 2 more hours. If I had to guess.
You want 4 green again?
All right, on to the next hand, everybody.
Action on Tracy.
Tracy behind it again.
Tracy folds.
Since it looks like she had the fold face on.
Nicole bets 600. Megan folds. Julie folds.
Danielle.
Tracy,
Yeah.
what'd you have?
Queen 8.
You were erased with Queen 8, Cheryl?
Yeah, no, I had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Call.
Lost the pot.
Surprise everybody, they have the same hand. Let's see who can play it more aggressively and take down the pot. My guess is Nicole probably win this one just because generally the pre-flop raiser has the advantage.
$1,500 is the bet.
As expected,
Fold.
Nicole takes it down.
Grade 8 payday. Get your money. Here, kitty, 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 here.
What are you, Alf?
Remember Alf?
Who's that, Chess?
Shut up.
I think on the side of the screen we should have
I used to watch
a
that
beer
show.
counter.
So did I.
For every
I can't
beer
tell you what
consumed,
happened.
it goes up by 1.
I don't-
That'd be good. That'd be a good guessing game.
And
How many
Alf-
beers will be
The
consumed?
battery came out the back. Mark enjoyed it.
I bet he did.
Did I say that?
You just did.
Did I say that out
And you
loud?
said his name and everything.
On camera.
Thank God he's not watching.
Cheryl. Okay, we're good.
Nicole.
I'm in a cold.
Nicole calls.
Got it.
Megan folds. Julie folds.
For those wondering, Dan is out running around trying to make sure everything is working accordingly. Danielle is all in again.
She got more chips than me.
6,000.
Let's see if Jen just calls
625.
or if she shoves over top.
2. Thanks, sir.
I think I'm probably gonna ISO here if I was her.
153 next hand.
Yep. And then chip up. I got it.
Jen calls.
Jen just flat calls, only giving herself about 5,800 behind. Cheryl wisely folds her fours, even though she's been hitting everything. I think maybe thinking about calling might have been worthwhile.
Do you have pocket fours?
That's why I laughed.
Keep them low.
A little suited?
No.
Sometimes they're suited, yes.
Okay, they're on their backs. We'll see who wins the flip here. Good start for tens.
Put a 7 out there.
Oh, it's the king. 4 clubs?
No clubs for either one, so Danielle's gonna double up once again.
Did I? I just lied. Did I lie?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
That was just a
I
test.
think it was
I
it
think
was
we're gonna
spade
stick
or
around for a little bit
club.
longer.
It was a black queen. And a black queen.
I agree, champ. I think I would have shoved as well, given the remaining stack size she had left.
15 minutes.
153.
What do we have, Cheryl?
Pocket 4.
Do you have a club?
No, I'm talking about the hand before.
Oh. The ace, king, queen.
I had no choice.
No, you have to. I mean, you didn't have to shove. You had enough chips.
Moving right along. Megan will be under the gun here.
I couldn't win forever.
Jazz and Jen. Okay.
Megan's first. Megan folds.
Yeah.
So Joey kind of has a healthy stack again. She can kind of get away with
700 is the bet.
making normal raises again instead of having to shove.
Folds. Jen calls. Cheryl folds.
Fives open it up. Threes flat behind. You know, I think threes are probably either a shove or a fold here.
Nicole calls.
I gotta do something.
Hey PJ, can you throw up the blinds real quick for us?
3
At
players.
least you're having something decent to play, like.
Well, yeah, but even then, it's
Having
like,
a
it was,
retarded
yeah, yeah.
4 hearts.
I guess that's why you use flat call
I
threes.
would love to play a suited connector.
That's just what you do.
Let me get one.
Right.
Check to Julie.
I'll check.
Julie checks to Jen.
I check.
Check around.
No betting on that flop.
Check.
Well, this is going to be bad news for Nicole.
Julie bets 900.
Well, first of all, it's going to be bad news for
Jen
Julie.
calls.
Nice flat. Nice flat by Jen.
Nicole calls.
I got my change.
Interestingly enough, everyone's kind of playing it pretty small at this point.
Still 3.
I have a feeling all the money's going to be... Uh-oh. That is the absolute worst card outside of an 8 or an ace for Jen. She just got her boat counterfeited. And now Nicole has swooped in, taking the lead.
My friend just filed and misplayed a hand.
Winner.
Pocket 3s.
Oh, dang.
Wow, and she just snap mugs.
Wow.
You just couldn't let Julie bet. No, they would have checked behind you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good fold by Jen. I mean, I guess it's fairly obvious that Nicole has an 8 there. But the fact that, you know, she was thinking on future streets, like what could possibly come up that would make her fold.
Damn.
Pretty awesome. The problem was I think Jen got in trouble by no one bet the flop. You know, usually the pre-flop aggressor will continuation bet, and since Julie didn't,
150 Nicole.
and that allowed everyone to play it slow. I think she was probably planning on a check raise, but I think possibly I would have raised the turn. I don't know. There's only a hand. I mean, I guess when you flop bottom set and you turn bottom boat, there are counterfeit outs you get to worry about.
Julie folds.
But as aggressive as this table's been, I think flatting on a turn isn't terrible, assuming
Jen
that
bets 700.
you know someone doesn't overboat on you in the river.
Did you know it was my good friend? You did, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
You're taking full advantage?
No, ma'am.
Nicole calls 7. Megan. Call. Nope, exactly right.
That's right. Exactly right.
3 players.
So Jen bumped it up with the ace jack,
9 of spades.
Oh.
and Nicole outflops everyone. So Jen's kind of in a precarious spot here. She doesn't have a whole lot left.
Jack of diamonds?
Jack of spades. Now I'm
Check.
spades.
Oh, okay.
Check. Check
And
around.
somebody came out either. I'm like,
She's looking
oh, you have data.
pretty good bluff card though. If it
Jack
if it checks to her again, I would hope Jen will fire on this card.
He would take it.
Yeah,
right.
He
She
would
doesn't.
not let you have
Give it
it.
to him. Okay, whatever. Zeta at the table, I would not be the knight of table.
Nicole bets 1K with the best hand,
Megan folds.
and she's gonna win it.
You lucky bastard. You didn't have nothing.
You'll see.
Right, you got nothing.
You know what, Doug? I'm not quite sure.
That moves.
I'm not so sure she's played a hand, to be honest with you. There might be a couple limpy spots here and there, but other than that, I don't think she's really played a raise or anything.
My button. My button.
Female, you still in chat? You still over there? I haven't seen you type anything for a while.
It's a warfare game.
It is indeed.
Alright, so Danielle will be under the gun to stand. What's up, Paul?
Welcome back to me. I'm glad to be here now. Should be fun to be able to see the cards. The action's been crazy when I was out there.
I'm sure you were having an amazing time trying to type in all those bets and calls and raises and folds and all that kind of crazy stuff.
I couldn't hear them because they were so loud.
Something on my nose?
There you go, chat. Asking you shall receive. Chaz is in a hand.
Call 3.
So far, Tracy has the prettiest hand of the bunch.
Yep, that is on Julie for the option.
Call. Check.
5-way action.
5 players.
Looks like Megan has Jen's hand, the deuce 4.
I know, check.
Prop.
Well, we got top
Yes.
pair against an open-ended straight here.
Yes, pay me.
You finally got
Action
one.
to you,
I
Chaz.
have to
You don't have to.
It was an option.
9.
900.
See what Tracy does with the open-ended straight here.
She likes
It's
more
so
intimidating.
scary.
Calls.
Just a
Valve is
call.
more intimidating.
I would have liked to see a raise there, but it hasn't really been her style, so I assume the call was probably
Not quite.
Yeah, I
going to be in her
haven't-
range.
I haven't been able to see what was going on.
Her only problem is that
Make some change.
Chaz is holding one of her outs.
Well, I was
Yeah,
folding.
I got
I was
you.
folding 1,000 out there.
All right.
Shit, I got.
As you can see at the top of our screen, you can see the outs
Check.
remaining.
Check. Tracy. Check. Still heads up.
That might have been a spot there for a bluff
Check.
when the spades got there.
Check. Show me a winner.
3 kings is going to ship the sugar.
Jenny's hand.
Jazz takes ones down. It's been a while, and she's won a hand, hasn't it?
I think it's her first hand that she's won, to be honest with you.
Well, that would be a while then.
Yeah, definitely.
There's one hand.
There's a full screen shot of 2 handsome gents.
Where's the other one?
Heyo. But thanks for hanging out, guys,
there is a poker
and bearing
god.
with us. We had some technical difficulties, and it's been a bit of a grind today. But hey, we're here, you're here, we're hanging out. Thank you for hanging out in the chat, talking to us.
Yeah, it is.
And look at that sick fade.
It's alright.
Wow. Suited Dan
back to the
doing
table.
That. Suited Dan running that switcher there.
What?
That makes sense. He's always trying to get so
No,
tricky
German.
back there.
German.
Jen under the gun with 10-3 of spades.
Jen's playing pretty well today. I mean, got pretty unlucky that full house hand, but you can tell that she's a very intelligent player.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, I did that once. I got yelled at by people. Jeez, jeez.
Yeah, there's definitely been some alcohol passed around the table today.
Yeah, a little bit.
They let you have any?
Julie
No.
calls.
You want to break your sobriety?
Yeah, it's been 3 years. I don't want to give it up.
She said, infrared?
Just heroin for you.
There's
Radio frequency.
card.
Oh, there's
Julie with the gutter ball.
Check to the button.
Backdoor flush draw.
really cool.
Button
Megan
check.
also with the gutter ball.
Julie check.
The king 2 so far is the winning hand. Oh, you cut away too fast. I made a pretty funny face. You missed it. King high is going to take it down.
King high is the winner.
I was gonna be tricky because I thought they were being tricky. But I got
That's some
scared.
power poker.
That's the problem with poker sometimes. Every time you think,
Why did
You think you're being tricky, they're being tricky, then you don't know who's being tricky.
Yeah, every time I try and get tricky, I always pick the wrong spot to get tricky.
All I know is tricky to rucker rhyme. To rucker rhyme this right on time is tricky. Tricky, 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 tricky. That's all I have to say about being tricky. Run DMC style. Hopefully sometime soon we can pull up a chip count list to see where everyone lies with the
I was gonna do it when I was running the iPad, but I don't know how.
but you're like, I don't want to push this button or that button because before you know it I might erase everything and
Yeah.
start all over.
Well, I did that once when we were doing our test games. Shut the whole thing down.
I was dealer, so I was trying to like.
They were trying to put the chips to Julie, so you must have had a pair.
She had nothing. I had king eye, it was nothing.
She didn't show her hand.
Chips
I would do go that way.
I know, right? Especially when I'm involved. It's just like. Here, you know
Do you hear
what?
what's going on right now? Are we just
Mark had a little trouble with the iPad. He's running even less than I did.
You mean Cooch?
Yeah, Cooch. Sorry. Cooch.
9-10-3. I would have won with the 3 because I had a
I had a little difficulty when we first started.
Yeah, it's one of those things that before you get the hang of it, it's pretty daunting and pretty crazy.
Well, I had done it several times before. I just hadn't done it for a while.
It's just, but once you get the hang of it, it flows pretty seamlessly.
Yeah.
Chaz folds.
Jenny,
CC folds.
Jenny from the block.
What's that?
Nicole folds.
Megan with King Jack.
Megan bets
I was
700.
gonna say I expect a raise here.
Julie folds.
Yeah, raises have been pretty standard.
Neil calls.
Yeah. Yeah. No, oh, Sauvignon.
Ooh, I think see, this is where if Danielle had been paying attention, I realized that Megan only had barely over 5K left at these blind levels. I think I would have raised and forced her to get it all in the middle.
And now she's glad she didn't.
Check, check.
But I think I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure Megan would have went with it. So, I guess my thoughts on it is it allows you to win pots.
Yeah, win
pre-flop
there
when
instead of having to see the flop.
instead of getting. I mean, obviously she makes the right fold here.
Yeah.
But what if Megan has ace jack and she completely whiffs? And now you're just folding the best of it.
And Megan's shown that she's willing to lay down after she raises when she gets re-raised.
Yeah. There hasn't been a lot of 3-bets, so I think when someone does 3-bet, it's gonna look like super strong. So king jacks, queen jacks, hands like that are gonna find their way to the muck, and you can win this pre-flop bets. Huge deal at this part of the game for sure.
Yeah, especially when your chip stack's dwindling down compared to all them other people just
Definitely.
building up the monster stack.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Is
taste
it
so
time
fucking
yet?
good. You guys are so bad.
It's gonna be so delicious.
Tracy with 2 10s.
Okay. All right.
Under the gun with 2 10s.
We good?
So we're at 153 right now. So she's got.
Did you get it?
Yeah, we're good.
What's up, Pocket Rocket? Thank you for the follow. Just a reminder to all of our new followers tonight, we are here every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern, airing for the most part live cash games, but every now and again we will mix it up and we will play sit and goes or other variations such as Omaha. And this coming Tuesday we'll be playing a 2-5 Hold'em cash game with special guest commentator, the one, the only, Bart Hansen.
I'm really looking forward to that.
If I had more chips, but I don't.
I am and I'm not. At one point I am, but the part that I'm not is Bart is really good at poker, and he's really good at analyzing hands. So I don't necessarily want to feel like the dumb on the mic, but I think we'll do just fine.
Well, it's not that big a deal. I do it every week.
So it's all about that gap in between whatever there. I think it'll be fine. I think we'll have a good time. Bart's a pretty cool dude. I think he'll enjoy it. Sitting out in his recliner in Los Angeles, tuning in and commentating live with us.
I just can't wait to hear what he's got to say about some of our players. How he analyzes it.
Well, I mean, especially, he does it for a living. He has his own website called Crush Live Poker. You can check it out at crushlivepoker.com. It's a training site for crushing poker live. What a coincidence, you know? But yeah, he spends every day trying to figure out how to make you better. So if you want to do so, check him out.
I believe this is our last hand. We will be taking a short, 5-minute break.
Something more than 5 minutes.
At least 10.
Probably 10-minute break or
No,
so.
we still have to-
So everyone just
Okay.
staple your butts into your chairs, hang tight for 10 minutes, and we will be back at the start of the action at the next level.
I think some of these ladies need to
I
refill
get
their
a walk.
beers and.
Oh yeah.
Meow.
I mean there was a talk earlier about a possible beer run. I said we should just call Uber now and get just a fleet of designated drivers to get everyone home.
Would we fold that all the way around?
She got a walk.
No, we gave a walk the last 10. Everybody wanted to get on break.
That's our only second walk of the afternoon. Okay, everybody. Hang tight. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Let everyone take a break, myself, Paul included. And we will see you on the other side.
We'll be right back.
If you and your friends would like to play at the Poker on Air Penthouse Studio and have your game broadcast to the world, just give us a call. Your friends or league can rent our studio and play on our brand new custom-built RFID poker table, while we capture all the fun and action using 7 high-definition cameras and our live stream studio switcher. Play live while our commentators call all the action and bring your game to life. So if it's your league's final game of the season, or you and some friends just want to have fun, the Poker on Air studio is available to you. We can even take our show on the road and broadcast live from your event or casino. The graphics and sponsors on this custom traveling table can be changed to meet the needs of your event. Even better, if you would like a custom RFID table built for you or your venue, or would like to become a Poker on Air Broadcast City franchise, we can help you with that request as well. For more information, just give us a call at the number on your screen or email us at producer@pokeronair.com. Poker on Air, let's deal you in.